Southwest 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Somebody's been attacked in my house.
Somebody's been what?
Attacked.
What's the address? They attacked who? Who was attacked? Someone get my fires.
Mel Pleskovic. Mel Pleskovic was attacked.
He was attacked by whom? Do you know?
She was. No, we just came home. She's on the kitchen floor. I took her son and my daughter outside. Her husband is inside with her now.
So the husband attacked her?
No. We just came home.
You came home and found her injured on the floor?
We found her in the kitchen. She's not moving.
Melinda Pleskovic was exactly what every community hopes for. A 6th grade teacher in Strongsville, Ohio, a quiet suburb 20 miles from Cleveland, she also coached the women's varsity soccer team and was known by everyone as the kind of woman who made people feel like they truly belonged. She and her husband Bruce had 3 children, daughters Megan and Anna, and a son named Kyle, who has Down syndrome. When Anna began dating a young man named Jeffrey Scullin, the couple eventually had a baby girl together. They were young, struggling, and needed support. Melinda did what she always did. She opened her home. She offered her basement rent-free so the young family could get on their feet. She was 5 days away from watching Anna marry Jeff. She never made it to that wedding.
Under better circumstances. Well, let me reintroduce myself, though. I'm Detective Stoltz. Okay, so obviously we met at the home. I appreciate you coming in here voluntarily and talking to me. You're free to leave at any point or stop the questioning at any point. You're not in any trouble. You're not under arrest. All right, here just to try to piece together what happened at the house. Okay.
If we could speed it along a little bit, I would like to go see my family and everything.
I understand that.
I'm not trying to rush it or anything, but
perfectly understandable. I'm going to do the best I can. Okay. Jeff, can you spell your last name for me one more time?
SCULLIN. Do you think I can sit in that chair? I'm a little big.
This one? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you can switch it out.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just push it back.
A little bigger. Just squishing my legs. Alright. Sorry.
No problem. I'd like you just to tell me about your day. You start in the morning. From what I understand, tell me if I'm wrong. Living in the home after talking to Bruce is yourself, your fiance, Bruce's daughter, Anna. Okay. And you and Anna and your baby stay downstairs in the basement?
That's our area, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you lived there?
I couldn't even begin to tell you.
What do you...
Like a month after her birthday. So like a year and a half maybe. A little bit less than a year and a half. I think that's rounding. I don't know the exact date when we moved in.
Okay. Whatever. That's fine. In the home, does everybody get along?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a fight the other day.
Who's we?
Bruce drinks a lot. When he does, sometimes he gets a little, I don't know, dickish. And he kind of came after me a little bit because he was upset because I said I would help him with stuff around the house, and apparently I wasn't doing it to his schedule, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And so, what do you mean he came at you?
Oh, he didn't come at me like...
Just verbally?
Just verbally through text. Nothing.
Okay.
The next day, it was kind of like he sent a few text messages saying he was sorry and everything. It was kind of water under the bridge.
Okay. So other than guys living under the same roof, everybody kind of butts heads every once in a while, understandable.
That's little stuff like, hey, pick this up.
But not physical. Nobody's physical to anybody?
No,
okay.
Never.
Okay.
They're a very good family.
And where do you work, Jeff?
Right now, I got laid off. I was laid off 2 months ago.
And how are you getting by lately financially? Anna, how are you getting along financially? Is Anna?
I've been using a lot of my savings, and Anna's been paying for all the small stuff to help me out until I get another job.
Do you have any investments? Any other income?
Rental houses. We have rental houses. Me and my dad.
Your father and you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jeff's gone as well. He's a senior.
Okay, you're a junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
I helped him out with them and everything like that.
How many rental properties do you have?
6. Only a few were rented. I think we just lost a tenant. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think we only have 3 or 4.
And how much income does that bring you each month, you personally?
I don't know off the top of my head the full math of it, but my dad will just give me a cut whatever I need. If I ask him if I need some money, he'll give it to me.
Oh, okay, so you don't get a regular cut unless you have
No, not a regular cut. Well, I mean, I would, but he just like, if he goes, hey, you need an extra $500, he'll give me an extra $500.
So you do get a regular cut? You get your half?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Can I ask 2 questions?
You sure can.
Was everything with my dad's car okay?
I don't know. I've been here.
Oh, I've been here. Well, and what would I be able to go get the dog sometime after this or tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we want you to be able to take care of your dogs. They're still at the house. And I don't know how much longer they have, but I could get that question answered for you when we're done
What do you
here.
mean, how much longer do they have?
Well, they're going to be at the house for a little while.
Oh,
they're still
the
there.
people?
Yeah, the police department and BCI.
So I can't go there until after they leave to get the dog, or?
We'll see. I could always try to make an arrangement to get the dog.
I mean, if I can't, can you just like have someone dump some
Yeah.
food in his cage?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I just don't even get his dinner.
Yep, absolutely.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'd like you to start this
When I
morning,
wake
Monday morning, okay? And tell me what time you wake up and what's your routine.
Right now I don't really have a routine unless I plan things out. So today I didn't have anything to do. But I do think there's something to note. Last night, my sister was over the weekend. Well, she left her book bag in my other car, which I left at my mother's house.
Say it again.
My sister, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
No, I may have just thought about it.
Saturday, my sister Anna and Megan and their friend went to Cedar Point for the bachelorette party. Like nice little thing.
What's your sister's name?
Ellie's gone.
Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me.
But the reason I was talking
your
about
sister's
that,
book bag is in the Sabre.
it was in my car, my other car, and then she asked me to bring it, so I went there at like 11. I walked out the back door, and
This is yesterday.
Yes, it was last night. I don't know if Bruce mentioned it. We lost keys. We filed a replacement thing. He was cleaning all the cars, and we filed a report, not a replacement. I don't know what I'm talking about. He was cleaning the cars, and he lost keys, and people were hitting the alarm button and holding it down. We filed police reports and everything. But right when I got in Anna's car, because the truck was blocked in, I was just going to take Anna's Cavalier, the blue Cavalier. And I was going to drive over, unlock my car, and throw it inside the house, the book bag, and leave, Right when I left, someone hit the big alarm button. So, like, whoever does have the keys had to see me walk out at, 11:30 last night. I just figured that was worth noting. I forgot to write that down
Okay.
I thought about it when I was sitting out there.
Yeah.
But,
tell me about the morning. And what time did you wake up?
probably 10:25, because Anna had to be at work at 10:40. So she woke me up to get up and watch the baby. And then...
Anna woke you up?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got up, I was upstairs, made her breakfast. We were watching Barney. She had some cookies and stuff like that. Nothing too big. I got her to lay down for a nap. Figured I'd take a nap too.
What is your baby's name?
Aurora.
Aurora. How do you spell it?
A-U.
Huh?
O-R-A.
A-U what?
What?
A-
O-R-A.
How old is Aurora?
A year and 5 months, a year and 6 months, give or take. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with
It's okay.
that stuff.
Okay. And Anna had to go to work?
Anna worked.
She worked at 11?
I think it was 10:40. I might be off by 10 minutes.
No, you're telling me when she left or
When she left. Yeah.
10:40? Okay, so she probably got to work at 11. Fair enough.
Probably.
Okay. Okay. And who else is in the home at that time?
Just me. I brought the dog up because the other day someone tried to get in the house, so I felt better with him being up there. He follows the baby around, so I feel better like when she's in the house when he's around.
Mm-hmm.
He was up there, and the other dog was in the laundry room, the other door past the basement door.
Okay.
And no one was there for the longest time. It was just me, and then I think around 1, Mel came home. I don't know the exact time. She didn't tell me she was coming home. She just kind of showed up. And she walked in. We were going to meet my mom. She helped pay for the wedding because I didn't have enough money and my card wasn't going through. So she gave me some money, but then I was late, so they ended up going up there to pay for it. Well, we were all going to meet for dinner later that night. I was going to go pick my mom up after she got home from work, and I was going to be like, hey, they want to go have dinner, let's go have dinner at Applebee's. It was going to be this nice little thing. Well, Mel said she didn't want to do that, and she just wanted me to go grab the money and everything. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do that when Mom gets home. So I left. No, I didn't leave. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry, I'm really fucking tired.
It's okay. So
Where was I?
Well, I mean, you're at home. Mel came home at 1, so we're at 1 o'clock, and then the plan was. That's fine. No, that's okay. The plan was to meet for dinner, but Mel didn't want to do that, and she asked you to go get. She asked you to meet your mom.
Go grab the money. I had to go grab like $600 from my mom and the rest from my banker.
But Mel asked you to do that.
She asked me to go do that, and I said I'd do it when she got home, and she said okay. And that wasn't an issue. That was the end of the conversation.
Okay, get $600 from Mom. Okay.
And then
you just told her after work.
And her excuse, yeah, I told her when she got home.
Okay. Where does your mom work?
She works at a bank downtown, Fifth Third. She's like in the big vault thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, where was I? I'm
well. It's still 1 o'clock. Supposed to meet for dinner, but
she said she said she had to do something. She wouldn't elaborate, which I'm not going to press. It's not my business. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay,
and
but she couldn't.
Change the shirt.
Okay, so she left to go to the doctor's 1:30 or so. What time does Kyle get home?
Exactly 3 o'clock. So I walked out at around 2:56, 2:57, and the bus was already there. Because sometimes they come really early and they call and bitch that I'm not outside.
Okay.
So I try to walk out a little bit earlier, but then every time I plan on doing it, they're always early.
Okay. So you get him. You guys walk back inside.
I was still outside. We were chilling outside. It was raining, but he didn't want to go inside, so he's kind of running around the cars and stuff.
Okay.
And right when I was finally getting him to go inside, Mel pulled in, and she's like, hey, what is up? Say hi.
What time? How long were you guys outside before Mel came home?
No more than 5 minutes, if that.
Okay, so she came up shortly after 3.
Yeah. And then I had the baby ready to go because I was going to my Aunt Jeannie's. I don't know if I gave the one officer her information and everything, so you could call and ask if you need to. But I was going there. I help with her lawn and her house and stuff. She can't do stuff like that. I was supposed to do leaves and cut some bushes down and put up. She bought these lantern things, for the side of houses, lighting it. But it was pouring rain. But on the way there, I ran out of gas.
What time did you leave then?
Right after. I just walked in and grabbed the baby.
So as soon as Mel came home, you left right away?
Literally, right away. And I didn't notice with the truck that the light popped on for the gas, so I'm driving down Prospect and I lost, it stalled out. I pulled to the side of the road a little bit, turned on my hazards. I was in view. No, on Drake. What is it? The one going to, I'm sorry.
Well, you went. Are you heading?
I'm heading towards Prospect. I think that's Drake, right?
Okay, so you're heading across Drake.
I could see get-go, but I had the baby and it was pouring rain, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Okay. You were going to your aunt. I'm sorry, what was her name?
Aunt Jeannie's.
Okay. You ran out of gas on Drake Road. Did you know where at on Drake?
within view of Gecko. Like maybe 200 feet.
You're in your truck.
Yeah.
Right.
I was pulled to the side of the road. I had hazards.
You were by Gecko?
Yeah. I had my 2 gas tanks in the back, but they were empty.
What kind of, how big are those, like 5-gallon gas
Just
tanks?
2 5-gallon ones. They're in the back of the truck if you go over. But there was a nice man who stopped. I pulled out an umbrella, this little umbrella. I was gonna walk with the baby carriage and the thing. Like, I couldn't find my phone. I didn't know where it was. But I was gonna walk. The plan was, but someone stopped and asked if I needed help, and I gave him $10, and he went and filled the gas can up and brought it back. He was very nice.
Okay, so you weren't near Gecko within walking distance, huh?
Well, no, I could see it. Is what I'm saying. I was in view.
Okay.
Not like walking distance. Walking distance. I could see like the corner of the sign.
Okay. So somebody, you gave him $10, he filled them up.
Yeah, and then right after that,
He didn't go with him.
no, I had the baby. I didn't want to get in a stranger's car with the baby.
Okay, so he fills them up.
I figure worst case is he steals my gas tank and $10.
Okay.
Best case is he came back and he seemed like a really nice old guy. He had red Lincoln and pulls up and asked if I was okay. But I called my dad right after that and let him know I was on my way to Jeannie's. I got there, she was waiting for me. I was late because I had to stop and get gas and stuff.
Did he fill up both those cans?
No, he only filled up one. He only put $10 in one. There's still gas in it. I stopped and put $6 in. That's all I had.
Right into your car?
Right into my car, just to get me there, and then I kept the gas.
Did you
in the
pay
gas
with
tank.
cash?
Yeah. I might have the receipt in the truck. I probably threw it down. I'm really glad I keep the receipt.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I might have it in here.
Did you put that, you just filled up, you didn't put the whole gas can in?
No, because the things at Guzzler, I was afraid I was going to lose gas again. I figured $6 would be able to get me there and back,
Okay.
so I can get more money.
Okay. Okay, and then you go to your aunt's
Yes.
on Abigail.
On Abigail Lane.
Is anybody home?
Yeah, Jeannie was there.
Okay. Do you know what time you get there now? How long does all this take? You left shortly after 3. What time do you think you got to her house?
Probably 4:30.
That's a long time.
I was stuck there for whatever. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find my phone. ish, probably a little bit before, a little bit after, I'm not sure. I got there, I was talking to her for a while.
Okay, let me just backtrack a little bit.
All right.
What do you mean you couldn't find your phone?
I couldn't find it for the longest time. It fell. If you look at the truck, I don't know if you took a good look. The 2 seats, the way they come together, they go like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the center where the seatbelts are, there's a big hole.
Mm-hmm.
And when shit goes down there, you have to go in the back seat to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So my phone slid down there and behind. So when I stopped and got the gas, I had to open the door, reach back there and grab my phone.
Okay. So you get to your aunt's 4:30, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you do there?
It was raining, so I couldn't cut anything or do anything. So I kind of just talked to her. I cut up some.
What were you supposed to cut?
She wanted me to cut down some shrubs and stuff, and then I wanted to rake all the leaves for her because she's got all these big pine trees and everything behind her. She's got
Okay.
big pine trees and a couple of oak trees.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I was supposed to also. She wanted me to put up like lighting lanterns or whatever on the side of her house. She wanted me to replace them. She bought 4 new ones to replace the 4 ones she had.
Okay. All right. And then do you? How long do you stay there?
I think about an hour, if not more. I can't tell you. And then
You think you're there for an hour?
probably a little bit more. I called my dad when I left. If you look at my phone, it'll tell you what time I was leaving, like the exact time. And then I went from there.
Was that nobody else was there? Just you and her?
Just me and her and her dog and the baby. I spoke to Anna a couple times on the phone. I spoke to my dad on the phone while I was there, and then I called him after I left as well. And then I texted Anna that I was on my way when I was pulling out of the driveway as well. And then I also texted her here when I got to Applebee's.
Okay, and then from there, where did you go from your aunt's house?
To Applebee's. We went straight to Applebee's. We were all supposed to meet there originally, but Anna told Bruce to go there, and she told me to go there. Because either way, we needed to go get keys from her. Because I couldn't get in the house at least.
And whose idea was it to go to Applebee's?
Anna's, for us to meet there.
Who's us?
Me and Bruce. Because he was at the wreck. I think he was just going to go home afterwards, but she said to everyone go up to Applebee's. She was expecting us to go up there originally.
And who told Bruce to go there?
Anna.
And how did she do that? Did she call him, text him?
I don't know. She probably texted or called him. You'd have to ask her that, or ask him.
Okay. Did you call Bruce at all, or did he call you?
Yeah, we spoke a few times when I was trying to figure out where Mel was. Because I tried to get back in the house to change and take a shower, because I was kind of stinky. We were all trying to get a hold of Mel, so we all crisscross called each other, trying to figure out where
So
she
you
was.
guys were calling each other, you and Bruce?
Yeah, I called him a few times. He called me once, saying that he was at the wreck. Because I asked where he was. I thought they would be together. But and then Anna called him a few times. She called me a few times, I think. We were all just calling each other, trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay. And you wait for Bruce to get there, and then what kind of conversation? Does Bruce come in with anything?
That little bag he carries around with him.
What color is that?
I think it's green and black. It's like a little duffel bag, like one of those little gym bags. The cheap ones you see at Dollar Tree.
Okay. And he orders food?
He sat down and he asked if I talked to Mel. And I was like, no, have you talked to Mel? We were all trying to figure out what was going on. Anna walked over. We were all talking like, when was the last time we talked to her? When was the last time we do this? He was all pissy that she told him to go to Brew Kettle or whatever. And he's like, I went and bought. We talked about Kyle for a little bit because Kyle has accidents. How he's buying underwear or whatever for Kyle. And we told him to go to Walmart to buy those like value packs and everything. And then we ordered food and we kind of sat there. We just talked about odds and ends stuff. And then we were talking about how his tire, I don't know if he told you, someone put 2 nails in his tire. Like right next to each other that aren't attached nails, so you know somebody did it. We were talking about it because they were away all weekend and I wasn't paying attention to the cars. But his tire was flat when he came back in the car and it moved. So someone like walked up and put the nails in. We were talking about that. He keeps on blaming Mark something. One of their old friends, the guy they call Spaz. I've only met him a handful of times. I don't know his full name. But he thinks it's him fucking with them and all that stuff. And then we were talking about the break-in and the attempted break-in thing and all that stuff. We were just talking, like trying to speculate what was going on. We were all blaming a different neighbor and stuff like that. Like everyone thinks, I hate to say it, everyone thinks whatever. Like I think it's the girl next door, Laura, her son. I think it's him. Bruce thinks it's Spaz, and Anna thinks it's the other guy next door.
Okay. And how long are you guys at Applebee's?
I don't know. We were there a little bit.
What's a little bit to you?
I couldn't really tell you because the way, I don't really know. I couldn't tell you, I'm sorry. I couldn't give you. Maybe, nah, I don't think a full hour. Maybe. I was there for a while, actually.
Okay. And you guys leave Applebee's together?
Yeah. We left. He walked out to the car with me. I had to walk out to the car with me. I poured some more gas in my car just because the light turned on again on the way back because I think it's a gas filter. Poured some gas in my car while I was talking to him. And then put the gas tank in. He drove off before me. I closed up the tank, took the nozzle out, put it all backwards, twisted it, put it in the car. Started the car, drove, came up behind him at the stoplight. Like I saw him turn when I was coming up to the stoplight.
How did you guys exit Applebee's?
I go through the mall. I think he went a different way because he wasn't in front of me or behind me. It was just me. You know when you go past Kohl's, right next to it? I went past Kohl's and to the right on the other entrance and just turned and hugged the mall all the way to the... I'm sorry, I'm back.
Did you go out the exit by Buca de Beppo?
No, the one after that. The one that's just where you go right. You can get a right turn and you can skip the light basically. Or you can just turn red. Turn it right on red. I think that's faster in my head.
Okay, and then driving home, he's not in front of you or behind you?
Oh no, he was in front of me, but I didn't notice it until we turned right on Golden Star.
Okay.
Because when I turned right onto Golden Star, he was turning right down Blazing Star. And there was a lady in front of me, so I stopped. She went, I stopped, turned right. And then when I pulled in the driveway, he was already waiting by the door.
Okay, and then what happened at the front door?
We tried the keys. We talked for a minute he's like, that's her car, she's here. He's like, oh, she's being dumb or whatever. He said like a few other things. He's getting pissed because he thought she blew him off or whatever. Then we tried the one key, it didn't work. We tried the other key, it didn't work. And we're like, well, what the hell are we going to do now? We started knocking, nothing. Like 5 minutes go by, or I hit the doorbell like 12 times in a row just to say if someone's sleeping, just to wake him up. And Kyle came and opened the door. And, it seems everything was normal. Kyle opened the door, the lights were all on, nothing seemed out of place, just looking in. I reached in, put the baby to the right like I always do, because the one door doesn't open, so I always put her to the right. And I went back out, grabbed her bag, grabbed my phone, wallet, and I walked in. And then when I was walking back, like about to round the garage, Bruce started screaming about something. I ran in. Kyle picked up the baby and moved her in the living room, the room with the TV, where the couch was, the L couch. He put him in there, so I walked in and ran over to the baby. So you put the baby right in the foyer right there, to the right, by the stairs? Yeah, right where the base of the stairs was. And Kyle picked up the baby. He does this all the time. He picks her up and he puts her in the other room, because that's where everyone hangs out. Picked him up, ran in there. I thought something was wrong with the baby, so I ran in. You went outside to get the diaper bag and do what else? My keys and wallet. I left them on the seat because I didn't know if we were going to get in the house. Keys, wallet, and phone were all right on the driver's seat. And I didn't want to leave the baby there because she was awake, so she would have started screaming if we left away. And then you heard you heard Bruce. What did Bruce scream? I don't know what he screamed at first. I just kind of heard him yell. So I ran in, I thought something was wrong with the baby. Didn't see her at the door, was yelling, where's the baby, where's the baby? Ran into the kitchen, saw her to the right, ran over there, looked at her, nothing was wrong. He was screaming in the kitchen. I thought something was wrong. I turned around and Mel was laying down. So you went in, you went to the right for the baby? You didn't look? Well, is that what you said? I looked, but I didn't see. I just looked for the little carrier because I was afraid something was wrong with her. Where's Bruce standing when you come in the house? Right above her head, like to the right. Like if this is the pantry door, he was standing like this. I didn't even realize she was there at first. Did you actually go into the living room? Yes, I went in the living room. I picked up the carrier and I'm looking at her face. I thought something was wrong. And then I turned around and saw her in there, and then he started screaming, "She's bleeding, she's bleeding, she's bleeding." And I was like, "Call 911, call 911, call 911." And I reached down and I touched her leg to see if, if she was a white guy, like shook her leg. She didn't move.
So he was standing over her mouth?
Yeah, like right where her head was. And then I shook her leg and she didn't move.
He's yelling, "She's bleeding"?
He's like, "She's bleeding, she's bleeding, she's bleeding." Then he ran past me into the front room and he started digging in his bags looking for his phone. And he yelled, "He can't find his phone, he can't find his phone." And then he ran back over and did something to her. He was touching her or moved her or something. I think he just touched her back and realized she was bleeding from all over her back or whatever. I pulled out my phone and started calling, and then he yelled, "She isn't breathing," and that's when I grabbed Kyle and walked out. Kyle didn't want to go out. I kind of dragged him out by his neck. I wasn't trying to hurt him, but I just didn't want him in there.
And who called 911?
I did. I think he called as well, but I'm not sure.
Were you outside when you called 911?
Yes, I ran straight out to the truck. It was rain when I was making my way to the truck. Put the baby carrier in. I forced Kyle to sit down. When I was on the phone with 911, I turned on the lights and looked to see if Kyle was bleeding or anything, because the lady asked me.
And Bruce went to his bags to try to find his phone?
He was looking through his bags, and then he came out. He was on the phone. I think he was on the phone with 911. He was yelling into the phone, so I don't know. I was trying to answer the lady's questions. Does that make sense, or?
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit further about it. So let's just back up so I understand this clearly. We'll go slow because you're throwing a lot of cars out there. And so
Okay.
On Saturday,
Yes.
you guys are planning on going.
They were going to see. Let me start again. Saturday, Ellie's in the car. I'm going to pick up Ellie. I stop at the hospital to say hi to my dad. I haven't seen him since he's been in the hospital. His truck is in the parking lot. He said that there was a gun in there, that I can go grab some money. My mother walked out there with me. She grabbed the money out of the bag, gave me some money for Ellie's ticket. I cleared the weapon that was in his car so that there was nothing in the chamber or anything like that. He's licensed to carry it. He's a concealed carry weapon.
Okay.
I ejected the magazine.
And your mom takes that?
Yes, and I put it in the back seat of the car, like all the way in the back, where you open up the window. I set it down there. She drove off in that car later. She went back up. But I went in my car, picked up Ellie, went to Rite Aid, bought her ticket, and then we went back to the house and they went to Cedar Point. Her sister, like my sister, Anna's sister, her, and Sandra, one of their friends.
So the last time you physically touched a gun was Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know when the last time he fired that weapon was. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. And since Saturday, have you showered?
Yes. I think I showered that day. I don't know if I showered yesterday, though. I'm sorry to say.
Okay. But you showered?
Yes.
Okay. And do you wash your hands after you use the restroom?
Yes. Am I in trouble? Or?
No.
I'm sorry.
You're asking me, you're worried about it, but, if the last time you touched a gun was 40 hours ago at the least, you've showered, you've washed your hands, so you should have anything to worry about.
All right. Oh, thank God I was worried. I didn't know how long that stuff stayed on. Well, was she shot? You said that when I saw her, it looked like she was... I'm sorry.
She was shot and stabbed.
Shot and stabbed?
Jeff, let's go back to when your car breaks down. It's just an awfully long time to be on Drake Road for an hour and a half. And so when you say...
Was I there for an hour? I wasn't there for an hour and a half. I was there less than that. But I was just... You know how when you pull the side of the road a little bit and there's the ditch? I was just outside the ditch. I had my hazard lights on. It was when the pouring rain started. I was just like I could see the corner of the gas station, at the top corner of the gas station.
But you're there for an hour. You said you were there for an hour and a half.
That looks bad, I guess.
So really long time, and then you tell me you can't find your phone.
I didn't have my phone. I didn't know where it was.
So you couldn't find it.
I know, but I'm saying
Okay.
like I didn't physically have it.
Okay, but you could get it. You just got to go to the back, you said, and grab it.
Yeah, but I didn't know if I left it at the house or what. Like I was looking, and then when I finally, like when the nice man got me some gas, and I got to the gas station, I sat down, looked in the car, looked everywhere, opened the back door, reached back, looked through all that.
How long were you sitting there before that guy came and helped you?
Maybe 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And nowhere in that 20, 30 minutes did you want to go see if you left your phone at the house or go to check the car?
I didn't have gas.
No, what I'm asking though is, I said it wrong. In that 20 to 30 minutes, you didn't want to check your car to see if you left the
I
phone at
looked
the house?
around, but I didn't want to hop out on Drake and open up both doors with cars.
But even describing those seats, knowing that it drops down there and where it ends up, would be pretty...
I mean, I looked around, I didn't see it. Like the way... I guess I could have done it better. I was just looking around for the phone. I just didn't see it.
Especially now that you have help, and then you look for your phone. Just seems like an awfully long time to be sitting there on Drake Road. There's a big gap in time.
I don't know. I didn't want to hop out of the car
Mhm.
with people zooming by me. And I didn't want to walk out and try and walk to the gas station holding a gas tank and the baby. That's what was my predicament.
I understand not wanting to get out of the car with the baby, and if it's raining, but I think anybody would first look for their phone to see if they call for some help.
Well, I was looking, but like I said, you have to get around the back, and I
Didn't feel safe to do that.
didn't feel safe to do it, and there's a good possibility I left the phone at home is what I was thinking.
But what made you feel safe 20 to 30 minutes later?
I pulled up into the get-go. After I got some gas, I pulled up into the get-go.
But you just told me that you found it while he was getting you gas.
Yeah, he got me gas, and I pulled up into the get-go. I said I'd put $6 in the tank. That's when I opened up the car and looked and found the phone.
Okay.
And then I called Jeannie, or I might have texted Jeannie or called Jeannie that I was on the way. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining things right. I'm very tired. I'm in bed.
Jeff, how did you get the scratches on your face?
I had a little bumper with the truck. I got tapped. That's from me hitting the steering wheel. You can ask Anna and her mother and her father and whoever else.
When did you get in a car accident?
It wasn't really a car accident, it was just kind of a bump.
Okay. Well, when did you get bumped?
Yesterday. On my way back from helping Dakota Skinger move.
Sorry?
I was helping my buddy move from his house here in Prospect, at the corner of Prospect and Lund. He can account from where I was there. And then on the way back, I got bumped, but just enough to just hit my head. And I've had the scratches since yesterday. You can ask Anna or Bruce about it.
Okay. Would you hit your head on the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm. It was just enough of a bump.
Was there a police report?
No, there was no damage on either of the cars. It's just the seam of the wheel sticks out, and that's what cut me. This side, I don't know what that is. This is what hit me.
Yeah, what is on this side? So you hit a steering wheel that's round, so these are going down. Big scratch marks.
I don't think so. It was there last night. It's just from something else. It could be from the Selvin unit. But this all was there last night. You can ask Anna, Bruce, all of them. And if you need to, I guess you can test my face. I don't know if that's an actual thing.
So who do you think is capable of doing something like this? I don't know.
I mean, Bruce gets angry and yells at everybody sometimes, but I don't think he would be able to do that. I don't think Anna would. I don't think anybody would. Anna and Mel recently found out that the guy next door has guns and was flaunting guns around. The one to the left, I don't know his last name, but his name's Ronnie. He said something about it when the break-in happened to the officer. He said he was like, oh, detective. I don't know what he is. Blonde, like white hair.
You're facing the house to the left, or other way? You're
What?
facing the house to the left?
Yeah, house to the left. With the red door.
Mm-hmm.
With the basketball hoop. I don't know how they came about that. They told the detective that came by, he had white hair, kind of short. I don't know his name. I have his card. Actually, you know what? I do have his card. They told, not this guy, that's the officer. You know what? I might not have his card. There's a picture of his card on my phone, but they told him about it.
Okay.
They seemed pretty concerned about it. You can call in and ask her about it if you want.
Okay. The clothes that you're wearing prior to 3, what were they?
Sweatpants and a t-shirt and some socks.
What
Just
color?
stuff to sleep in. Gray t-shirt, black sweatpants. I don't know what color the socks were. Probably white or black. Those are the only ones I have.
And why did you change?
Because I was sleeping in those clothes and I didn't want to go out in them. And plus, I like have, whenever I sleep in clothes, I kind of sleep in them like 2 or 3 days in a row. Because, you know, you just sleep in them. I don't want to get them dirty by working.
In the process of eliminating, the people that were there on the scene, would you take a polygraph test?
What's that?
A lie detector test.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Wait. I'll talk to my mother about it first, but I guess I'd be open to it. Wow. I thought those things don't work.
Those are very accurate.
Huh? Never mind. I just going off stuff I saw on TV.
Okay. Do you have any involvement in Mel's death? Any knowledge?
No.
Of anybody? No?
Besides being there.
Who do you think would do something like this?
She's nice. She's well liked. She's a teacher. Everybody knows her and loves her.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, we do butt heads every once in a while. Like, we yell at each other about little stuff, but it's like, who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they're family. Okay. If I had to say someone who did it, I would probably say the person that tried to break in the other day. There's a police report about that. Someone tried to open the door while I was there. Or do you want, like, I don't know.
What?
Bruce gets all mad sometimes, like when he drinks, but he wasn't drinking or anything today, I don't think. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, she's told us a few times if he comes home, like when he's drinking, just to leave or call the cops and stuff. But she hasn't done that in a long time, so I think he's kind of changed a little bit. But I really doubt he would do that. He really loves her. I think he really cares about her.
Okay.
But everyone, she's great. I don't know anyone who would hurt her. She's a teacher. People come up to the back door all the time and say,
what seems odd to me is when you heard Bruce screaming. So you said initially you were afraid it's the baby,
yeah.
but you'd come in, you'd go to the scream, so you're looking for Bruce, number one. And then
Well, I was more concerned with the baby because Kyle's...
Well, you're assuming that you're wondering if it's the baby, and Bruce is screaming, so he must see something with the
He
baby.
just screamed once. He wasn't constantly screaming, if that's what you're trying to say.
So he screamed.
Yes.
You're worried about the baby, so you're going to go to Bruce because you're assuming the baby's by him, right? That's why he'd be screaming.
I was just looking for the carrier. I set her down inside, and when I looked in the door and she wasn't there, I really thought it was about her while he was yelling.
Yeah, it's it's just hard to believe that you wouldn't see him standing there and see a scene like that. You know, you said you went right to the room, and
I was just looking for the baby, I guess.
you know, because it's not a very big house. So I mean, when you come into that out of that hallway there, you could see Bruce real easily. You know, so you couldn't pass him up.
I was just looking for the baby. That's all I gotta say, I guess. I wanted to make sure my daughter was safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems really tough to run by that.
I'm not trying to ignore her, if
Well,
that's what you're trying to say.
You know, he screamed one, so what did he scream? Like, what was he saying?
I was outside, I don't know, it was loud and it was scary. I ran in to see what it was.
Was it high pitched, like a high pitched scream, or
It's like, like real loud. He yelled something, like help, or it's just something short like that.
And that panicked you that much to run in the house and look for the baby?
Well, I just set her down, and Kyle has hit her a few times, so I got scared, yes. When I walked right in, set her down, walked out, heard him yell, walk in, the baby's not there. The first thing I think of was, where's the baby? Why is the baby not there? What's wrong?
And so you physically ran? Or did you walk in?
Like, walked really fast. I didn't run. If that's what you're thinking.
And didn't see Bruce?
Well, I looked, and I just was looking for the baby. That's all I wanted to know. Where the baby was. Why the baby wasn't where she was. That's all I was really concerned about.
Well, if I heard somebody yell, if I heard you yell, I'd be looking for you. Even if I thought it was about the baby, I'd be looking for you, assuming that you saw something or, hey, what's wrong? So it's just really odd to me that you don't even see Bruce, and he's the one that yelled, and he wasn't screaming like you said. Like, he just screamed, he just yelled once, like, you know, so that's not really that scary. So you go in, you don't run in, so it's not like you ran in and flew by him. You fast-paced walk, and then you just don't even see him. You just dismiss him, go to the right. You see him, but you don't see the rest.
I was just looking for the baby, I guess. I don't know.
Right, but you see him, but you don't see everything else, and you went to the right. So how do you see him and not look down?
I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I was looking for the baby. All I wanted to see was the baby. What was wrong? What was going on?
There's no way, Jeff. There's no way you could see him, see that he's there, and go to the right without seeing Mel. There's no way, especially in a small kitchen like that.
I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh, it's just not believable. It's impossible to walk in that house, to look over and see Bruce, the guy that yelled, and not to be like, what's wrong? And then there's no way you can miss that. I mean, there's no way you can miss that.
I guess. I don't know. All I wanted was the baby. I just wanted her to figure out what was wrong. Reaching in, setting her down, and walking out, and then coming back after you hear someone yell and she's not there. It's kind of scary. I wanted to see where the hell she was, what was going on. Once I figured out where she was, I looked around. Mel was there. Kyle was right next to me. That's when we were talking about the 911. Call 911. He went to his bags. I just didn't register it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, when did you see Mel?
Kind of when I turned around, I noticed she was there.
Turn around from the family room?
Yeah. I reached down, picked up the baby's carcass, looked at it, and I turned around. Kind of like...
Where is the baby carrier?
You know where the second chair was of the thing? It was right on the edge, like nearly in the family room, nearly not in the family room.
Nice.
Technically in the family room, but not, like still on the tile, kind of.
Yeah, it just seems really hard to miss that, you know, especially when you say you saw him but you don't see her. It's almost impossible.
I'm not looking at the floor. I wasn't really trying to. I don't know.
You can't look in that room without seeing the floor.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to see where Aurora was. That was like my main objective, I guess. I did.
Okay. All right. Let's walk you out.
Do you have any more questions about my story?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
While Jeffrey Scullin told his story inside that interrogation room, detectives were methodically dismantling every word of it. The Deerfield playground camera, mounted directly behind the Pleskovic home, had recorded the entire Thursday before the murder. Nobody had come to the back door. No intruder, no hand through the glass, no dog getting wedged, no blood. The break-in Scullin reported 3 days before Melinda's murder had never happened. He had staged it. His timeline from the day of the killing was shredded by phone records and text messages, and investigators had recovered a tactical knife from the back seat of his truck. The blade carried Melinda's blood. The handle carried Jeff Scullin's DNA. When Detective Stoltz walked back into that room, the trap was set.
Okay, let me just go over a couple of things with you. Okay, do you know that there's cameras in the back facing your house?
No.
There is.
Where?
On the playground, Deerfield.
Okay.
And it literally hits your house, and if you're in the backyard, to the house to the right of you.
All right.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay. So what you're telling me isn't true. Okay, you went out there, you put Joey on a leash for a little bit. Moose never went outside. You never stayed out on the deck with them.
Well, I'm not trying to lie. I'm just saying that's what I normally do.
Okay. So with that in mind, this camera, the Thursday before this happened, someone tried to get into the house.
Yes.
Well, that camera captures the back of your house. Nobody came to your house.
Well, then someone was... Sir, I'm telling you what I saw.
But I'm telling you what was captured on surveillance camera. Our officers are there. They dust your door. That's all on camera. Nobody. You said he came to the door, you got to the door, and Moose tried to get him, tried to get out, got wedged in the door. None of that happened.
I don't know. Someone tried to open that door, sir.
Jeff,
I'm not...
you told me you were face to face with him.
I was
His hand got in. None of that happened. None of it. So why did you call us and say someone tried to get in the house?
Someone did try to get in the house, I swear.
No, they didn't. Again, it's on camera.
I'm not trying to...
We watched the whole day, Jeff.
Why would you make that up?
I didn't make it up. I don't know.
So that's a great thing about surveillance cameras. It's there, it's live. Our guys are there. You called us. We're there. Nobody comes to your back. Nobody comes to your sliding glass door. None of that happened. And furthermore, did you know I talked to your Aunt Jeannie?
Yeah.
Did she tell you what we spoke about?
No.
She didn't?
We were there last night.
Okay, did she tell you my conversation with her?
No.
Did you tell your Aunt Jeannie that Moose bit the guy and there was blood everywhere?
I did do that to make... Because my mother and father don't like the dog. I was trying to say that.
They probably don't like the dog because it's in a park pit and they're probably worried about his gun to bite somebody.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't help your dog. Doesn't help your case. So you lied to your aunt.
I did. I said that to my parents too. You can ask them.
Okay. So that didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Someone tried to get your house.
I thought the door moved and everything though.
Jeff, you said you saw a hand. Let's get this part
You
straight.
saw him run away.
That's what I saw.
Mm-hmm. So your aunt didn't share our conversation. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. You didn't get to your aunt's until 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, not 4:30. 6 o'clock.
I got there long before 6.
No, you didn't. You were late. You texted your aunt, just if this jogs your memory, you texted your aunt at 5 o'clock that you haven't even left yet. So you couldn't have left at 3 o'clock like you're telling me. Or shortly after 3. Because you were getting Aurora ready. Okay?
That's what I texted her something that was on the way.
That's the beauty of technology and phones and surveillance cameras, because it doesn't lie. So I don't expect you to remember everything to the minute, but the phones, the camera, I don't need to ask. It tells me exactly time-stamped. So you're not even at your aunt's house before 5. She says you don't even get there until 6. And then by the time you left, you don't even have time to go back home and back to Applebee's.
But that's what I did, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
Did you ask what was wrong?
No.
Because I could answer that.
No. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what? I saw somebody.
Okay. It didn't happen. Jeff, do you know where I'm going with this?
I do, but I'm never.
Where am I going with this?
You're probably gonna say that I did it, right?
Jeff, you're telling me something happened that didn't happen. You don't have to sit there and try to jog your memory, because it didn't happen. Do you know what time Melinda really got home that day? Because it wasn't at 3 like you said.
It's whenever she got home. I don't know.
Let me just tell you this. It was much later than what you're telling me. Melinda doesn't come home when you say she comes home.
What time did she get home?
Doesn't matter. It's much later than what you're telling me. So your whole... Remember when we first talked, I questioned you, you looked a little irritated about how long, even at that point, when I didn't know as much as I know now, and you said you left at 3. When they came home, you left right away. You said you didn't get your aunt's until 4:30, and even I questioned that. I said, it's an awfully long time from Blazing Star to Abigail is roughly, what, how many miles?
I've never
4?
GPS'd it.
5? So I questioned it. You seemed aggravated that I would even question it. I said, that's an awfully long time to get from point A to B, run out of gas, when someone came and helped you 20 to 30 minutes after you broke down. So now, not only is the hour and a half, now the hour and a half becomes 3 hours. 3 hours from when you told me you left, and then by the time you get to your aunt's. So what happens in that time frame?
I left when she came home. I don't know if I'm... When she walked in the door, I walked out.
Jeff,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
you okay?
I'm shocked. I don't know what's... I saw somebody.
How did you feel when we took your truck? Did you know we took your truck?
My dad told me. He said it was on the news.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think
I
about
just
that?
figured you took it. You took all the cars in the driveway. I didn't think anything of it. You probably
anything
didn't
of
dust and everything for it. Yeah.
And we send that to a lab.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think that we found?
You probably found blood. We've cut our hands a million times in it.
Your blood?
No. I haven't cut myself in a while.
Well, you said you cut yourself. You guys cut yourselves all the time. Who's we?
Me and my father.
Okay, but you never cut yourself.
Not anytime recently.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
This is where we're at. Okay. this is your chance to let the weight of the world off your shoulders, because I know it's on there.
I ain't done anything wrong, sir.
Where you're at right now, okay, you could either make this better for yourself and the family, or you continue down this road where it's just going to get worse for you.
Am I being charged with something?
Yes.
I didn't do
So,
anything.
let me tell you this. Let me just tell you this, okay? All right, listen to me.
Yes.
Okay, you're under arrest. Hear me out. You're under arrest, okay, for the murder of Melinda Pleskovic. Okay? So, why don't you stand up, face away from me.
Before we get to the confession, there is one detail about this case that stops everyone cold. Melinda Pleskovic was murdered on Monday, October 23, 2017. Her funeral was held Saturday, October 28th. Just 5 days before the wedding, she had been excitedly planning for her daughter and Jeffrey Scullin. Jeffrey Scullin carried her coffin. He stood at the front of that church, hands on the casket of the woman he had shot and stabbed in her own kitchen 5 days earlier. He wept openly. He comforted Anna. He shook hands with family members and neighbors who had no idea they were looking at the man who had done it. 3 days after that funeral, he was arrested, and 1 week later, in a second round of interrogation, he started to break.
Jeff, let me, do you want to talk to me a little bit more after understanding your rights? To try to make this better?
Sure.
Sure, okay. You can stop the questioning or conversation anytime you want. Jeff, look at me, okay? Look at me. All right. What happened that day that would make you do something like this? Because you don't seem like the type to do this.
I didn't do anything wrong. She took me in. I never...
Right. That help me understand, help this family understand. Jeff, when I asked you, does this family get along? You said, yeah. You said it's a great family. You said they took you in. Melinda was paying for your wedding. We've talked to a number of people. You know who's the most excited about your wedding? Do you know?
No.
Who do you think is the most excited about it?
Anna?
Possibly. Melinda. Everybody we spoke to talked about how excited she was for you to marry her daughter.
I'm sorry, can we move these around?
Are they?
Yeah, I'm like, my hands are hurting really bad.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I can't
That's
put
okay.
my hands back.
That's
like
okay.
that, sir.
Let me see. Get a key on you. Okay. Stand up for me, Jeff. We're gonna put you, cuff you in the front. Okay. That feel better?
Yeah, okay, my shoulder was hurting.
Sure. You want something to drink?
I didn't hurt anybody.
Do you want something to drink? Would you like something to drink?
I'm okay.
Okay. Everybody we spoke to, Melinda was very excited for your wedding. Okay, you brought her a granddaughter. So what happened that day that would lead you to do this? Because you don't seem like the type to do it.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Jeff, listen. You can make this better or worse.
Sir, I didn't do anything.
Okay. You must have a ton of pressure on you. And you could probably take a lot of this pressure off starting now to do the right thing and help everybody understand what happened that would lead you to do this.
I'm sorry, but I didn't do anything. She was basically my mom.
Right. She took you in. You guys never fought?
We had, like arguments living there. Not nothing like,
I understand
nothing
that.
crazy. Take your clothes down. Something like that.
Talking to you like that you're her son.
Yeah.
Took you in like one of her own.
Can I flip my hands around? Or did that? Never mind. You're fine. I didn't hurt anybody.
But you did, and I want to understand why.
I didn't do anything. I didn't hurt anybody.
Jeff, You have an 18-month-old
She's my world.
daughter.
I would never.
Your world.
They wouldn't.
So do you
I would
want to
never
start?
see her again.
Do you want to start making this right so you can see her one day, or do you want to keep going down this path?
I'm not trying to go down a path. I didn't do anything, sir. I would never do anything.
Jeff, did something happen that day that just made you really angry really fast?
No.
Was Melinda an irritant to you about the wedding or anything like that?
No.
Did you guys have words that day?
Yeah.
And what happened?
We talked about little stuff, and then she went to the doctor.
Right. But when I say have words, was there any kind of disagreement that day?
No.
None at all?
No.
Did Melinda ever say things to you that got you upset?
No.
Never.
No, not that day. I've been upset with her before, but never angry.
Well, I just said ever.
Oh, ever?
What were the
What
were the things that Melinda would do that would sort of push your buttons, that would just get under your skin?
Just little comments, like she'd make comments, little insults, but whenever she did anything like that, I'd just go downstairs. I wouldn't.
How would she insult you?
Just like she'd make comments about weight or anything like that. It's little stuff, nothing.
Right.
Nothing crazy. I'd just walk away. I would just
Sure.
leave.
Right.
I didn't do anything, sir. I didn't do anything.
Jeff, look at me. We have the murder weapon.
What? What's the murder weapon?
We have the knife. It has your DNA on it, and it has her blood on it. So how is that possible?
I don't know.
Jeff, listen to me. We've investigated this for many, many hours now, and we've come across a lot of untruths that you've told us. Lots of lies, okay? Things that you've told us that just don't pan out. While we're sitting in this room right now is the time to stop that, okay? It's time to stop with not being truthful. And listen, you're going to look back on this as this is your opportunity to talk to us, okay?
Sir,
So
I didn't do
put all the fabrication that's going on up in that head of yours right now, and let's just get to what happened that day.
Sir,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything.
What happened that day, Jeff?
I told you guys what happened that day. I left.
Mm-hmm.
I got broken down for gas. Man, help me. What?
The Good Samaritan that never came. You never went to Gecko.
No, you weren't in Gecko.
You weren't in Gecko.
Video again, Jeff. Another story.
Jeff, you're gonna feel better. Whatever happened that day, at least giving some reason, get it off your chest. This is your chance to
I didn't
to
do
make
anything.
it right.
I did not do anything, though.
Do you love Anna?
I do. I love that
Do
baby.
you love
I
Aurora?
love Anna.
Do you love Aurora?
Yes.
And Bruce, is that someone that you want? Is
They're
that a father
family.
figure?
They're all family. I would never do anything to hurt them.
Give me the truth so I could tell them and help them understand why this happened.
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it.
Jeff, do you understand that the things that you told us, not only the burglary, but the day of, that none of it is panned out? Getting money from your mom. Your mom knows nothing about the money. She was never contributing anything to the wedding. She wasn't even supposed to meet that night. Melinda, who's the most excited about the wedding, would never cancel a meeting about the wedding. Skyview took meticulous notes, and anybody that's met was going to be your mother-in-law, all they could say is how excited she was. Melinda's not canceling any meetings about the wedding, especially 4 or 5 days beforehand. She's not doing it. What happened that day that would make you do this? Because it doesn't seem like something that you would do.
That's right. Jeff, I don't think you meant to do this, but we need to know what happened.
Sir, I didn't.
You can listen. You can go a long ways to helping the family understand things by being truthful with us now. And that's the best thing you have to offer at this point, is helping the family to have some understanding, because you caused the death of Melinda, and we know that you did. Don't keep this locked up in your head, okay? Tell us what happened. Jeff, tell me right now, what happened that day?
I left.
No,
She did.
what happened between you and Melinda?
Nothing.
Get it off your chest.
Sir. I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Jeff, Melinda's death was caused by somebody that knew her. It was caused by someone in her circle, and it was you.
I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't do anything.
Okay. Jeff, all I can tell you is you're being charged with Melinda's death, and as this case progresses, people are going to look and see if you are cooperative. People are going to look and see how you behave since you've been charged.
You know what they're going to look at, Jeff? It's one thing to make a mistake and something spirals out of control, but you know what people are going to look at the most and remember is they want to know why, and did the person show remorse?
I never hurt her. I would never hurt
And
her.
we don't have the why. Nobody's going to understand, and you certainly haven't shown any remorse. So let me go back to Aurora. And then when the day of reckoning comes, and if it goes to that, and it comes to a day of sentencing, the judge is going to ask me, did he show any remorse? I'm going to say none. She's going to ask me, why would he do this? I don't know.
But the physical evidence shows that you did it, Jeff. And you can't escape that. Not to mention all of the untruths and all the lies that we already uncovered as part of this.
I didn't do anything. I never hurt anybody. I didn't do anything. I was with the baby all day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was with the baby.
Jeff, last chance.
Sir,
Let it out.
I didn't
Just
do
let it out.
I didn't hurt anybody. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I wouldn't do that.
You know, listen, Jeff, there's nothing you could say to us right now that's going to remove the cuffs,
I'm not
but
trying to.
there are things that you can say that's going to help you down the line. So do you want to make this better? Or are you going to continue this path of just not being honest? Just be honest.
I didn't hurt anybody.
You'll feel a lot better when you're honest. Everybody will feel a lot better
I
when you're
am being honest. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't do that.
Where is the gun?
What?
Where is the gun?
I don't have a gun.
Where is it?
I don't have a gun. The only guns I had were the ones downstairs that you took.
Yeah. Well, again, that's another story didn't add up after talking to your parents. Jeff, we didn't arrest you the night of.
No.
You came in here a couple of days later. That was not even, neither one of those were an interrogation. It was just to figure out who you are, what happened over there. I want to know what happened. So all week long, everything that you told me hasn't panned out.
I didn't do anything. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't do anything.
So you want me to go tell that family, and you're going to let me go out there and not be able to give them any understanding?
Sir,
So they could sit there at night and wonder why this would happen to their mother, the same person that took you into their home as one of their own? And that's what you're going to leave me with?
I'm not trying to do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do that to Anna. I didn't do that to Aurora.
You would never intend to. You wouldn't want to. Unfortunately, Jeff, things happen, okay? And if you want, the worst thing you can do is not let anybody understand what happened, okay? Listen, Anna and Bruce could have some peace with this, but only you can provide that, okay? A terrible, terrible thing has happened. Do you understand? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Melinda is gone, and she's not ever coming home again. She's never going to get to handle Kyle again, okay? You caused that. You understand? You caused that, and now you're going to sit here and continue with this behavior of lying, and you can't let that happen, Jeff.
I didn't do it.
This is your opportunity to do something good for a change. Let's switch this up. Stop lying to the police and ruining a family. Maybe you can take a step in the right direction, okay? This is your chance to do something good. Now tell us what happened. What did Melinda do? What caused this?
I didn't do anything.
Jeff,
I didn't do anything.
right now, I don't want to hear those words come out of your mouth again. What happened that day? Come on. I'm serious about this. You can do good here. You can help Bruce and you can help Anna. Understand.
Your mom, your dad, help everybody understand.
Jeff, get it off your chest.
There's nothing to get off my chest.
You know what? Maybe you just are a bad person. Maybe this is just a waste of time.
I didn't do
And then everybody will just know that, and that's what they'll go to bed with. You're just not a good person. Even bad people eventually do the right thing. You're not one of them, apparently. You're just a bad person, right? So I will go to your mom, I will go to your dad, and that's exactly what I'll let them know. That the son they raised somehow has zero remorse, can't do the right thing, given the opportunity, can't let your own family, their family, have a little bit of peace of mind, because you're going to be selfish, and you're going to sit there in jail, and I'm not giving these families anything, because I didn't do anything, when everything points to you. I have no worries at all as this moves forward about this case. Nothing that you said about that day is truthful. There's surveillance cameras everywhere you said you were. None of that stuff happened. So I'm not going to worry about trying to figure out why you're lying to me anymore. So you could let your own family wonder what happened to the kid they raised and how he became so bad. There's not many people that sit across here. People do things wrong all the time. But the good people say, well, this is why I did it. I made a dumb mistake, or it turned into this. I don't even know how. I wish I could go back. I wish I could go back in time and make something different. You can't even do that. You sit there dumbfounded and keep just going back to bottling it up and being selfish and not giving these families any peace of mind. So maybe you just are a bad person, and they'll just have to accept that. Bad people do bad things.
But you're sitting here because the physical evidence is going to show what you did, Jeff. To be honest with you, we don't need a confession from you. So that's up to you.
The confession, in all honesty, Jeff,
We're trying to help the family
it's
out.
going to help
that's why.
your family. Melinda's family is going to help you. You may not feel that right now. Do you want to lay down, finally just lay down and like, I finally did something right. I'm trying to make the best of the situation. I want to come home with my daughter.
I didn't do it. I would never do this. I didn't do this. I didn't do anything. I left. I left.
Hey, Jeff, I'm not going to yell at you.
I'm not.
I'm going to ask you as nicely as I can. I'm going to explain this as nicely as I can. Jeff, you right now can do something good out of something bad. You can make this a little bit better. You can't change it, but you can make this a lot better for everybody involved. Be selfish. Think about yourself. Do you want to get out one day? Do you want to see your daughter?
I love her. She's
Yeah.
my child.
All right. Let me ask you this. You're telling me you didn't do it? Okay, listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. You're telling me you didn't do it? Look at me, Jeff.
Sorry.
If the roles were reversed and I was sitting there, I would do everything I can to prove my innocence. Everything. Listen, you're not looking at me anymore.
Sorry.
To do everything. You know where I would start? I offered you a polygraph the other day. Take a polygraph. Prove yourself. Prove yourself that you're innocent. That this all this overwhelming evidence is just we're completely lost our minds. I'm not asking if you did anything. I know you did something, but I just want to know why. I want to know what spiraled that day. You know, help everybody understand so you could start today thinking about when you're going to get out and see your daughter. Because right now, don't even bother thinking about it. It's not going to happen. So do you want to take a polygraph?
My mom told me to ask her about all that stuff. I don't know.
This is, you know what? This is the same mom that I got to call in here, help her understand how a mother's son could do something. And she's like, why would he ever do that? I don't know. I don't know, Mrs. Wilson. I don't know. Maybe he's just a really bad person. So, do you want to take a polygraph or not? You need to talk to your mom, is that what you're telling me?
I need to talk to my mom.
Well, we must be completely different people because if I was sitting there, I would be extremely angry and determined to prove my innocence.
I didn't do anything. I didn't.
And if I did do something, I would jump at the chance to make it right. Because I would be selfish. Like, I want to get out of here. I want the most lenient sentence I could get. I want to help people understand. Yeah, I'm not a bad person, but man, I did a really bad thing on one day. I can't take it back, but I'm going to do everything in my power to make it better. And you can't do that? Be selfish. Do it.
Jeff, is this sunk in? You're under arrest for murder right now. The murder of Melinda.
I didn't murder Melinda. I don't.
Well,
okay, Jeff. Well, we don't want to take up any more of your time. We have a responsibility to talk to the family, your family. All right. So you could embarrass yourself, and when you'll have the opportunity to make a phone call at some point. You could embarrass yourself and try to fool mom and everybody else.
I'm not trying to fool anybody.
You know, it's pretty pathetic.
Jeff, when you're we're going to take you back to a jail cell in a little bit, and here's something I want you to think about, because here's something I found out about you. I think your whole mature life, you lie. You lie about everything. That's what I'm finding out. And I want you to sit back there and think that maybe it's time to stop that. Because look where first of all, look where you are. Okay? And you're 20 years old now. Okay? It's time to stop with the lying. That's not how you go through life. Okay?
You know what the one advantage you have for you? Like Sergeant Urbana said, you're 20. You're not 70 when you're doing this and have no chance. You're 20. You could be an adult. You could have a life beyond this with your daughter. But you're not going to get that doing what you're doing right now.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I left. I left. I left the house. I didn't come back.
Jeff, you weren't even remorseful that night. You haven't been remorseful since the time that I met you that night to now. And I have a really hard time accepting that. I have a hard time for us to have to talk to your family and not at least be able to say, man, he did something wrong, but he wishes he could do anything. If you could do anything, he'd take it back. That is livable. They're going to have to heal and move on, and that would be a big part of letting them do that. Your family, not just Melinda's family, your family. So you're gonna make them sit there and lay in bed at night and wonder, like, how in the hell did this happen? Why would he do that? Well, we don't know, because Jeff's gonna stick to his stomach, stick to his story, and come on, Jeff. Come on, we're right there. Okay?
Man up about this, Jeff.
I'm telling you.
We're here.
I never hurt her. I never did anything.
You are going to feel so much better when you just explain why.
I didn't do anything.
Like, detective, I snapped.
Okay.
I didn't know how to get out of it. Then I got scared. I mean, something.
Jeff, that knife with Melinda's blood on it that was in your truck and has your DNA on the handle, that's not the only piece of evidence we have. We've chosen to show you that one. Okay? So, saying I didn't do anything to anyone is just not going to carry you very far. Okay? So, but we're about done here.
Jeff, we're not lying to you. You could make it better for yourself and someday see the light of day, or you can make it worse. And you're going to be kicking yourself because you're making it worse. And I just don't understand that.
That's right. And you don't make decisions by asking your mom. Now, Jeff, you're under arrest for murder and you're an adult. You don't make decisions now by asking your mom. Okay, you're beyond that. You're way beyond that.
You already know your mom's answer. It was the same one she gave you that night. You didn't do anything wrong. Go ahead. Give the officers what they want. So of course she's going to tell you.
What did you want then?
That night?
No, what you asked a minute ago. What was it called?
Polygraph.
Sure.
Jeff, what would your mom say if you asked her if you should tell the truth right now?
I didn't hurt Melinda. I never did anything to Melinda. I left. I walked out of there. I didn't do anything. She was yelling at Kyle.
It would be impossible for you to leave, her to be alive and you leave, and then the knife that killed her to be in your truck. It is impossible that it ends up in your truck.
I didn't do it.
Okay. All right, Jeff. Well, I'm sorry it ended this way. I was hoping for better. I was hoping to bring a little bit of closure for Melinda and her family and your family, and I'm going to go out there with nothing.
I didn't hurt her. I never did anything to her.
Okay. All right, Jeff, stand up. Stand up. We're going to walk you back to the jail.
By the time Jeffrey Scullin was led back to a jail cell, investigators had already pieced together what the physical evidence was screaming. Inside Scullin's truck, detectives found a large tactical knife on the back seat. Melinda Pleskovica's blood was on the blade. Scullin's own DNA was on the handle. The gun used in the shooting, a revolver, was located in a backpack in a car parked at his parents' home on Fair Street in Strongsville. Scullin would later tell investigators where to find it. His bloody gray sweatpants were recovered from the same location. His DNA was on both. Melinda had been shot 3 times and stabbed more than 35 times. He had then gone to dinner with her husband, then returned home with her body still on the kitchen floor.
Just be honest.
Okay. So she's in your room. She finds the gun that ultimately was used that was used in the shooting. She found the knife. She found the knife because it was with the gun. She found a paternity test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the paternity test shows that you're the father.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously, and you are the father?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, good. So something happened where she must have left, ran, maybe she must have threatened you, she must have did something because she was ultimately, injured in the back, okay? So
Back. What?
Well, did you shoot her from the front or from the back?
I don't know.
Well, I know she was found. How was she found? Face down or face up?
I don't know.
Wait, right, but you were there. I mean, you found her, right? With Bruce, right? Just you two, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Was she face down, meaning her face towards the floor, or was it looking up?
Down.
Okay, okay. So my understanding are the wounds were in the back. Maybe they came from the front. I'm not. That's up to you. That's what I want to find out from you. But it sounds like she finds the gun. She gets upset. She finds the knife's there. She's concerned about this paternity test, and this creates a lot of anger in you, as you said. It makes me mad, and maybe you grabbed the gun and then it went off. Is that what happened? Is that when you grabbed the gun and it went off?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. And how many times do you remember shooting it?
I don't remember.
Okay. I grabbed the gun. It went off. Did she continue out of the area, or when the gun went off, where were you? Were you in your area, your living room, the kitchen,
I don't know.
Okay. I grabbed the gun, it went off. You know what, we're still not addressing the same issue of why. What made you so mad? What is so embarrassing to you? What is so bothersome that when you grabbed the gun and it went off, it's because you were so mad? What was that reason that caused you to be so mad?
I'm sorry, what?
What was the reason why you grabbed the gun and then it went off and ended up shooting her? What was the reason for that? That's what I want to understand. That's what we need to let Aurora know.
She picked it up and kind of didn't necessarily point it at me, but pointed it near me.
Oh my God.
It wasn't at me.
So she was threatening you. You took
She
it
was
as a...
screaming at me.
Okay.
I didn't know.
She screamed, so she picked up... Right now,
I'm so... It hurt so bad.
Okay. So she's screaming at you. She picks up the gun, points it in your direction. What do? Do you grab it from her?
That's where I don't understand.
Well, you got it somehow.
Got it.
What's that?
I just reached up and grabbed it.
Okay. I reached up and grabbed it. And then... And that's when you responded and it went off? So you felt threatened by her?
For a minute, yes.
Okay, okay. I felt threatened by her. And that's what made you... Is that what made you so mad?
No, she was yelling, "Aurora isn't yours, Aurora isn't yours." There's a million things.
Okay. So she's down there, she finds the paper, she sees the gun, she picks it up, points it at you.
She pointed it like at my feet.
Okay, she points the gun at your feet and she's yelling at you, Aurora isn't yours, Aurora isn't yours. Is it, did I understand that right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's when you grabbed the gun and it went off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know it had anything in it.
Right. Okay. I grabbed the gun.
I think I knew the one was loaded down there, but I didn't think it was.
It went off. I didn't think it was loaded.
No, I didn't know.
Okay.
It was that one.
Okay. I didn't know that one was loaded. Okay. Let me write that down. That one. And which gun was that?
I don't know. So,
Was it the revolver or the semi-automatic?
What?
Was it a revolver or a semi-automatic? You're familiar with the guns, you know.
No, revolver, sorry.
It was a revolver? Okay. So earlier you told me that you have the revolver that you had was a .357 or the .44 Magnum. Was that it? Was it one of those two, or was it another revolver?
It was that one.
Okay. Okay. And what did you do with that 40? Did you put it back into the bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you clean it?
No, I didn't touch it.
Okay.
Just put it back.
Okay. Okay. And the police see, did they have that bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it was a revolver that was used. You didn't realize that it was loaded. And I'm going to go back. She originally was angry because she didn't think Aurora was your child. She grabbed the weapon, was pointing at your feet, and as she was screaming at you, you grabbed the gun, and it went off. I didn't think that one was loaded. It was a revolver. It's a .357 or .45. Are you sure in the .357 or .40 it was in a 9 or a .22 or anything?
I don't know.
Okay. But it's the one in the bag?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the one in the bag. And that's the black bag which the police have?
Yeah.
Okay. And then tell me about what happened with the knife. Was you still so mad that...
I don't know with that. That's what I don't understand.
Well, typically, what that psychologically represents is a lot of anger and frustration. And I'm thinking that anger and frustration is stemming from her trying to take Aurora away from you by her insinuation that you're not the father.
That's what I don't understand, or
What's that?
I don't know. That's what I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
Sorry, I'm not trying to...
No, you're doing a fantastic job. Do you see how your memory is coming back? And it is.
It's confusing, though.
Right. So, well, I understand. And now I understand why the anger is coming, because basically your daughter, somebody is trying to rip your daughter away from you. And that's not right. That can make a lot of people very angry. A lot of people that want to defend their child and defend their own life. Is everything that you've told me so far the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Would you pass another test if I tested you on that? We're not going to do that tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeffrey Scullin pleaded no contest to aggravated murder, assault, tampering with evidence, making false alarms, and endangering children. On October 29, 2018, just over 1 year after Melinda Pleskovic was killed, he was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after a minimum of 33 years. He will not be eligible for release until he is well into his 50s, at the absolute earliest. At his sentencing, Scullin said nothing. No apology, no remorse. The judge noted it on the record. Anna Pleskovic, the woman he was supposed to marry 5 days after he murdered her mother, addressed him directly in court. Jeffrey Scullin should never be allowed to walk free again. Melinda Pleskovic was 49 years old, a teacher, a coach, a mother. She opened her home to a young man who needed help. He repaid her with a gun and a knife. Rest in peace, Melinda. She just wanted to help them build a life.